Okay, joining in progress here. We only missed the first 33 seconds, but technical glitches will do that to you. University of Virginia women's hockey on RizzoVision. Joe Rizzo here bringing you the action from St. James Iceplex in Springfield, Virginia. Tess Cleary makes the save and steers that one away. Virginia in the orange jerseys and blue pants, and Georgetown in the dark blue all the way around. Just underway here, the second of a weekend doubleheader. Luisa Rizzo in with it, tries to get a shot off, it goes just wide. Rizzo has Devendorf in front, sends it to Holtz between the points, shot was blocked, and Virginia's got to hustle back, and Georgetown will take the icing as Cleary lets it go wide. Hopefully we have a link to send back out to everybody with that glitch. I don't think it'll take on the same link, but maybe easy enough for everyone to find. A good reason to subscribe. Avery Buchanan on the dot, wins it to Luisa Rizzo. Rizzo in the slot, takes a wrist shot, save, rebound there, and covered up. So the goaltender is Addison Basile, and she wears number 1. And the Georgetown roster that I acquired for the Friday night game had Amelia Scott wearing number 1, but with a little research, I found out that it was Basile in goal the whole time, so apologies. But I usually try to match what's online, and sometimes it doesn't work out. So if your name was called wrong and you're on Georgetown, then apologies for that, and please update your roster on your website. Just underway here, 2 minutes in, Georgetown versus Virginia. Georgetown in the dark jerseys, Virginia in the signature orange. Buchanan's going to pick it up on the near side wall, send it toward neutral ice. Rizzo was there, stumbled down, and was looking for a little help from Battaglia. Sam Battaglia back in the lineup. She got shaken up and missed most of the final 2 periods on Friday night, but she's back in there for the Wahoos. Comes up the near side wall. Buchanan with it, over for Rizzo, went through the 5-hole for Rizzo. And Virginia trying to maintain the possession time in the offensive end here, which was the key to a 5-1 victory in the first game. Here comes Shea O'Day. She had the goal for the Hoyas on Friday night in the 5-1 defeat. Sent all the way down for the icing. Whistle stops play, 17:03 left in the first period, just underway. Rizzo now carries it up the right side, centers it for Devendorf, a little too strong. Ettinger was over there to pick it up after a tap from Battaglia. They exchange pucks, and Battaglia picks it back up. Sievers at neutral ice grabs it. Spitzer over to Ettinger. Ettinger drop pass between the legs for Tadaro. Shot, save, and held by Basile. Okay, it looks like after a rough start, the original link is working, so that would help if true. Ettinger lost a draw, but Volstad and company help win it. Volstad sends it over toward the Georgetown bench. 2 extra defensemen. There's a shot. Cleary with 1 save. She has it under the right pad. It was still, I could still see it from here. O'Day was hoping that that whistle was not going to blow, but Tess Cleary in the nets was able to cover it up long enough for the save. 16-13 left first period, no score. Buchanan over to Volstad off the win on the faceoff. Rizzo holds the line as Volstad turns the corner. Rizzo will stay at the point as Volstad carries it through. Volstad hits the brakes, has a lot of room over there. Rizzo now coming down the slot, or in the bottom of the slot. Divendorf came down the slot. Volstad will give it up to Rizzo. Rizzo right behind the net, exchanges with Volstad, but not cleanly. She got it on the skate. Holtz couldn't be here for the game Friday evening, but Allie's back in the lineup, number 13, and that's a big boost. 2 defensemen and 2 forward lines available for Coach Michael Cleary tonight. Coach Joe Morrill headed back to Maine, but he did make it for the Friday night game. Always good to see Coach Joe. Wrist shot, saved by Cleary. Backhand shot, another save by Cleary, and she hangs on. 15-17 left first period, no score. Virginia and Georgetown. Off the draw, Virginia brings it out. Edinger has Todaro cutting down the middle. Edinger toward Todaro. It's knocked down and covered by Basili. She didn't get it cleanly. She was trying to sweep it away with the paddle of the stick and kind of caught it under there and then was able to hold on to it. Off the draw, Edinger picks it up to herself. To Battaglia, they exchange. Edinger from the top of the slot sends it down low. Backhand shot goes just wide by Todaro. Sends it in front. Edinger with the shot, knocked away by Basili and cleared out. Virginia still with the possession. No score early on, 14:45 in the first period. Battaglia comes in, takes a shot, and it's off the left shoulder of Basili. Virginia firing them off, but can't put any in. It took a while for them to find the net under a barrage of shots on Friday, and they've had the better of the play so far. Rizzo jumps down to pick it up, looking for some room, has somebody on the headman if she can send it there. They sort of hold up and let Rizzo bring it in herself. Rizzo leaves a nifty drop pass for Battaglia, who takes a shot, steered away by the right pad of Basili. Sent around the end line, Spitzer with it. Spitzer to Battaglia, takes a shot. Off one save, the rebound by Devendorf. Almost found an angle, but it's saved by Basili and she covers up.
Even though if I do that, it's still 30 seconds, and then this one is live.
Off the draw, Buchanan wins it forward to Rizzo. Looked like they might have talked about that one on the way. Rizzo exchanges for Volstad. Rizzo curls as Volstad brings it back. Volstad was sort of doing a fake Michigan there. Rizzo at the point slaps it to keep it in, and it goes around the end boards, and Buchanan is going to be there to try to dig it out. O'Day got some pressure from Rizzo. Somebody fell down. Here comes Holtz marching in, takes a shot. Devendorf in front, almost had the negotiation to put it in. Buchanan finds herself in there at the top of the slot for a shot. I think Avery was trying to head off for a shift change, and she found the puck that just came right to her. I think that crew is going to stay out there. A little longer shifts maybe tonight to start it off for each group. Buchanan on the face-off. It comes to the near side. They say that's icing, but that puck is not going to make it, and Holtz retreats back to pick it up. She's got some pressure and does a neat move to just calmly get around it. Centered for Rizzo, who got a piece of it to deny the icing. Rizzo was about a step or two behind the end line, but they give her the credit. Here's Shea O'Day. She beats 2, beats 3 and 4, Now she's got one more to beat, and Volstad, and she went through the entirety of the Virginia team, but Tess Cleary denies her in the end. Buchanan fires a shot at handcuffed Basili, and she let it go. Rizzo picks it up on the far boards and looking. She has room. She's going to try to come down the middle. Flips a shot at the net. Was hoping for Devendorf to deflect it, and Leah was there providing a screen. That one jumps out into neutral ice, and Vivian Sievers calmly collects it. And they ping pong it there. Rizzo under pressure, looking to make a move. Gets to the center line, dumps it in, takes a spill, and will head off to the bench. Virginia trying to make clean changes here. Italia picks it up at neutral ice. Ettinger backhands it down in. They say no icing, and it wouldn't be an icing under most circumstances. Here's Spitzer, wrist shot through traffic, and she makes the save, does Basili. Victoria Spitzer found an open spot there, and one of the Georgetown players was screening her goalie, and it nearly cost them. 11:47 left, period number 1, no score, Virginia and Georgetown. The second game of a Friday and Saturday night weekend series. Here's Volstad coming in, takes a shot, it goes wide. Todaro centers it in front, Spitzer one-times it, and is saved by Basili. A quick whistle there as it was still loose, and she was about to cover it before Ettinger could get a piece. So I think there's been a couple of quick whistles on both sides, and trying to tally up the referee's calls for and against is a meaningless proposition. They even out in the end. Loose in front off a screen. It was a shot fired into the mixer that didn't go all the way through. Volstad picks it up, fires it wide. Centering feed in sort of slow motion is covered by Basili. Virginia will change all 5. Georgetown will change 60%. They're going to have to get one more out of there as they bring 3 out. They have 6 right now. And now they're figuring it out. Buchanan on the dot, Rizzo in the slot, Devendorf on the right wing. Off the draw, Sievers jumps in, and this is going to be a break for Georgetown. They're bringing it in and hustling back to get a piece of it with Sam Battaglia. Shea Namaskal with the breakaway. Now Larissa Rizzo has it, 1-on-2. She'll look to find Devendorf. Got it on the stick, but with a little too much mustard there. And Mack will bring it in the other way. Sievers knocked it down. Mack got another piece of it. Didn't quite get it on net, but got it close enough for Cleary to move it to the side. It's on the wall on the near side. Chipped up, a little too strong for Rizzo. She'll see if she could pick one off. Couldn't quite do it there. Georgetown brings it in. Namaskal has it. She had that sort of partial-ish almost breakaway just before. 10:27 left, period number 1. No score. Virginia and Georgetown. Virginia with a 17-4 edge in shots so far. It was something in the order of 50-30 last night. Battaglia was trying to leave that one for Rizzo, but Rizzo wasn't right behind her. And Sievers, playing safety, will retrieve it. Sievers looking, banks it off the boards. Rizzo runs right into it as the rest of her team is out for a change. And Buchanan now jumps in behind her, and Spitzer will put some pressure on. Hoyas send it away. I don't think that's going to be an icing, as Sievers was there in enough time, but she took her time to get there. Chipped up and out, and here in the middle is Todaro. Todaro bears down, takes a shot, it's kicked away. Sophia Todaro had one last night, almost had one again right here. From captain to captain there, Battaglia to Todaro, sent her in alone. And Todaro was really an unsung hero in the Friday night game because she went back to play D after having a good good game up front. Whistled high and wide by Ettinger. Comes to the near point. Holtz couldn't get it, but did get a piece of it. That'll negate the icing on both a speed and a technical count. Comes up the near side wall. Ettinger. Now Volstad eventually picks it up. Volstad looking for room. Volstad gains the line, coming in with Rizzo. They're kind of bunched together. Shot, save, rebound doesn't happen. Rizzo was waiting for that one after the shot by Volstad. 8:45 left, period number 1. No score, Virginia and Georgetown on Saturday Night Hockey from Springfield, Virginia. Shot off the face-off by Volstad, and Basile makes the save and covers up. Referee, off that puck that got flipped up in the air, had to kind of protect his chin. Georgetown has 5 spare forwards, 2 spare defensemen. Volstad, another one, fires a missile. Basile got a piece of that one. Holtz keeps it in at the point. Sends it down low, but nobody there. They play ping pong. Rizzo covering the point, will walk it all the way in, trying to get down and around. Centered it into the mixer. Holtz takes a shot. No rebound off the clean save by Basile, and she really had to cover that one quickly into the crest of her jersey. Otherwise, there were 3 Virginia players waiting for it to hit the ice and to deposit it in. 8:22, period 1, 22-4, the shots for Virginia, and no score thus far. So the shots very much in the favor of the Wahoos, but one quick break the other way, and Georgetown, despite having the worst of it, could find themselves in the lead. They ice it here to the Hoyas, and that'll give an offensive zone draw for the Cavs of Virginia. We're in the shadows of the district. Most of you probably know that, no matter where you're watching from. A lot are situated here in the greater DC area and here in Nova. But it's about 2 hours and change to Charlottesville, and about 4 on a good day to the higher reaches of New Jersey, where some of us travel from. And St. James is a pretty good location when it's very, very cold out, because it's cold in here and the ice is pretty good, and sometimes the ice is not good. Rizzo took the pass over there, had to hold up to stay on side. That puck stays in because it went off of the referee, and it's a 2-on-2 with O'Day bringing it in for the Hoyas. Makes a move up the middle, save by Cleary, and she kicks it over to the corner. Might have gotten a little help from Severs. Near side wall, puck battle ensues, but Battaglia will win the battle. If you parla Italiano, then you kind of get that one. Battaglia in Italian is battle. Battaglia is the Americanized pronunciation. Cleary had to steer that one away. It wasn't quite a shot, but it was an offering. Rizzo bunted it forward for Ettinger, and she peels off for a change as Ettinger brings it into the offensive zone with Buchanan. And they wait and get numbers, trying to find the latecomer, couldn't do it. And the latecomer on defense was the one who sent it in, and that was Allie Holtz. Chipped ahead, Severs soccer style, will bring it in. She's got a lot of room, sends it toward the middle for Todaro, and Sophia got a piece of it but didn't get it on net. Todaro for Ettinger, one-timer and a save by Basile, and she holds on. 23 shots now to 4, 6:13 left first period. It's a 0-0 game, and that is thanks to Addison Basile. And she hasn't really given up many rebounds, if any. And that's been the difference so far, because if there have been rebounds, there have been Wahoos waiting to wahoo-wah and celebrate if those pucks would hit the ice at close range, but it hasn't happened yet. Nemescal gains the 3 zones by herself, but doesn't have much help, and finally outnumbered, but they keep the puck in due to Hoyas. Volstad looking to spring Todaro. Todaro's got one to beat. It's Mack who's got pretty good wheels, and Mack is able to come in and take it away. Elizabeth Mack had the angle on that one. She didn't have a step, but she had the angle, and sometimes the step is worth about worth about half the angle. I'd rather have the angle than the step, let's say that. Icing is the call. 5:26 left, period number 1, no score. Virginia and Georgetown. Off the draw, Volstad sends it to Holtz. One-time wrister, not a slapper. Off the neat pass from Volstad by Holtz, and it's gloved by Basile. The one-time wrister is kind of a cool shot. You sort of gather it like a ball in a high-lie basket, and you kind of fling it. We're used to the slappers, but the wrister on the one-timer is a very nice play if you can make it. Rizzo digs it out for Holtz. Holtz was trying to send it back down along the boards. They send it right to Volstad. That's a pizza right there. Loose in front off the backboards. Buchanan comes in, takes a shot. One save. The net is off on one side, it looks like. On the far side, the net might be off. Referee maybe doesn't agree with me, or he sees something that I didn't see. Maybe the post just moved. Rizzo walks in, takes a shot. Oh, it hit the 90 degrees and came out. No ping, but that's where it hit. It hit the 90-degree angle. Buchanan with a shot, spot on, and she scores! Avery Buchanan on the 28th shot of the first period breaks through. Wahoo wah, 1-0 Virginia with 4:38 left in period 1. Buchanan off a goal mouth scramble was falling backward like another number 4. Well, another number 4 for the Boston Bruins named Bobby Orr fell forward on a great goal. And Avery Buchanan dents the net. And Virginia with a 1-0 lead. After 28 shots on Friday, we'll let you hear it.
Avery Buchanan, assist by Suzanne Volstad.
Buchanan from Volstad. W. Rizzo keeping score up here for us tonight. Georgetown sends it in. Vivian Sievers back to grab it. Sends it up the wall on the far side. Sophia Todaro there. Centering feed off a skate. It nearly went to a Georgetown player who was coming down the middle. And Georgetown pretty much here with their best offensive pressure of the day, and it results in a face-off in the offensive zone after Tess Cleary dives to cover that one up. Buchanan on the dot. Has Rizzo with her. Rizzo's going to have a breakaway with nobody within an earshot. She walks in, keys it up, backhand shot, save, rebound, another save. Net looks like it's off on the far side. Volstad was with her. Oh boy, Luisa Rizzo had 2 on Friday in her first official game in the uniform. Had a shorthanded breakaway that she didn't finish, had about 5 other scoring chances and nearly had another one here. Hoyas bring it up the far side. Buchanan puts on the pressure. That should be an icing, and it is, as Volstad was closest to it. Boy, Addison Basile is showing her big shoulders here today. 29 Virginia shots in less than 17 minutes of play, and she's yielded just once on a play where she had absolutely no prayer. Cavs win the face-off. Sievers sends it through into the mixer, but Spitzer deflected it out of the way. Todaro now trying to gain possession. Battaglia comes all the way down and picks it up. It's sent up the far side wall and it goes out. Sievers waits for Todaro to get onside. Todaro will do a neat cross dump in, and Ettinger will pick it up. Ettinger centers, but it connects to only Georgetown jerseys. Hoyas send it out. I don't think this puck is going to have enough to get over the line for icing. It does, but he waved it off before it did the close ref, the near side ref in this case. Picked off by Mack. She's going to walk it down the middle, takes a shot, saved by Cleary, no rebound. Big save by Tess Cleary. Hasn't been tested too much. Heidi Paisley was in front there and screened Cleary. Mack came in, got everything on the shot, but Cleary saved it and didn't allow the rebound. Off the draw, it's still in the attack zone for Georgetown. Comes between the points, picked up, looking to shoot it, saved once and twice, steered away by Holtz, and it's sent at the net, and nobody lets it in. That's teamwork right there. Cleary was pushed out. Rizzo trying to get behind the D again. She's got O'Day to beat, tries to center it. O'Day didn't know where it was. Buchanan picks it up. Buchanan sends it in front for Rizzo and Devendorf. Rizzo couldn't handle it after Devendorf got a piece. Rizzo skates out, finds Buchanan, tees it up, can't get a lot on it. Rizzo tries to kick it forward. She and O'Day battle with the feet. Rizzo still with it. Rizzo comes out of there with it. Rizzo will send it to Holtz. Between the points, Holtz still with it, hung it on by a thread. Otherwise, Georgetown would have had a breakaway. Lucy Mansfield had big eyes right there. She would have had clear sailing. Hoyas under duress send it out. A very nice dump that is not going to be an icing and allows them to get a change. Near side wall trying to squirt through there is Catherine Lynn. It comes out into the neutral zone. Spitzer has one to beat. Spitzer's going to bear down, send it at Basile. She knocked it down with the paddle of the stick and caught it with the catching glove. Whistle stops play with 41 seconds left in period one. Virginia with a 1-0 lead on the goal by Avery Buchanan. Ettinger on the dot, Todaro in the slot. Spitzer on the near side wing, centering feed in front. Todaro pounds at it, and Spitzer was coming in. Hoyas just clear it out for safety. Kate Brady steered it out of there. Battaglia retreats back over to Sievers on the near side, sent in Spitzer to Ettinger. Ettinger drop pass to Todaro. Blind pass to Ettinger in front. Todaro in front takes a shot. It was trickling toward the net. And it was covered by Basile. Ettinger came right down Broadway, left a drop pass between the legs for Todaro, skated forward. Todaro gave it right back to her in front. Ettinger chipped it at the net. Basile made one save. Todaro was there trying to deposit in the rebound, but Basile stood tall. Here's a breakaway for the Hoyas with the clock running down, 5 seconds, 4, and it's knocked away by Battaglia to end the period. Can't knock the hustle. Sam Battaglia saves a breakaway in the dying moments of the first period and helps preserve Virginia's 1-0 lead. After 1-0 shots on goal, 32 for Virginia and 6 for Georgetown. Buchanan with the lone tally from Volstad with 4:29 left in the first. Over the years, if you've been a follower of RizzoVision, you might have heard references to things like ice cream cakes and awards, sort of like pre-planned player of the game award type of things. And as word has trickled down to some of number 33's new teammates here, I was approached before the game, and let's just say there could be some tasty treats on the line here if we see a hat trick from Avery Buchanan or Suzanne Volstad. More on that if it becomes an issue. But so far, Buchanan making good on her end of the deal. Needs a couple more. First and foremost, the win. So Georgetown with a slightly deeper bench tonight. I think I have the numbers in order based on my research and then piecing it together with last night's score sheet. And Virginia with 2 forward lines and 4 defensemen rather than 3. In Friday night's game, they went with 3 defensemen and 7 forwards, but with Allie Holtz back in the mix, the 4 and 6 alignment works a little bit better. What you do have in this division sometimes, and in the ACHA in general, you have players of various levels of experience and skills. And sometimes we see teams with relatively short benches and some players who are newer to the game getting a little bit of an introduction that way. And it's good for the game and it's good for the players, and sometimes it makes for a little bit of lopsided action, but it's more important to be out there playing. The wins and losses feel good and they matter, but they are secondary. Getting ready for period number 2, 1-0 Virginia. As the team switch sides, Virginia in the orange attacks right to left, Georgetown left to right. Underway period number 2. On RizzoVision. Nemaskal will pick it up for Georgetown, bring it into the offensive zone, but she's quickly rebuffed. Volstad will pick it up. Volstad looking for some room, has to soccer it to herself. Sends it for Todaro. Todaro will look to get it maybe in front. Does. Volstad redirected it. Loose in front. Still loose. It springs out into the top of the slot. Kept in by Holtz. Todaro is going to beat O'Day to the puck and send it along the board still on the near side. Holtz was pinching in. O'Day is going to spray it by her, but Severs is going to come in there to prevent O'Day from the breakaway. O'Day, number 12 for Georgetown, had the goal for the Hoyas in the 5-1 defeat by Virginia on Friday night. Here's Volstad, 1 to beat. Volstad comes in, tries to tee it up, loses the handle. She was going left to right. The puck still went on net. Volstad lost the handle, and the puck still went at the net. She was trying to pull it over and go from her left-handed forehand to the backhand. Centering feed. Ettinger was hoping that puck would get through. Holtz pinches in from the point to try to keep it in. Now we'll send it down low and hoping Rizzo could dig it out. Rizzo picks it off, doesn't have anywhere to go. O'Day, ever present, sends it up and out. Holtz retreats to neutral ice to pick it up. She'll look for options and finds Volstad, but not cleanly. Puck ping-ponged around and sent to Luisa Rizzo, number 33. Rizzo comes in, has a couple coming down the middle, sends it through both of them, but Buchanan eventually picks it up. Rizzo finds her way into the slot, was looking for the pass from Buchanan, but it was read and picked off and knocked away by Nemaskal. Rizzo picks it up, tried to make a move around one, lost it, regained it, now gets help from Devendorf. Devendorf will bring it in. Devendorf, nice pass to Rizzo. Rizzo trying to get through the D, tees it up, takes a shot, shrugged off by Basili, and she covers up. Buchanan was there. Devendorf was there off the Rizzo shot. 17:45 left, period number 2. 1-0 Virginia. The story, however, has been Addison Basili kept Georgetown in it. She's had 34 saves in 22 minutes and 15 seconds. That's a weekend's work. Hoyas bring it in. Eisenberg had it, couldn't regain it. Buchanan, everything going Avery's way today so far. Over to Ettinger. Somebody's coming down the middle. It was Rizzo, couldn't get it to her. Comes off to the far side, chipped out by Mira Block. Good play for Block. You can see that she's not as experienced as some of the others out there, but made a big play to sell out, get the puck out of there, and paid the price. Here come the Cavs. Centering feed couldn't match a Virginia stick, and it's brought out. Severs sent it into the offensive zone. Picked off there by Buchanan. Buchanan steers around one. She'll tee it up. Was looking for the near side corner, but Vasily blockered it away. Centering feed for Todaro. Ettinger at the top of the slot. Sends it in, redirected, and scored! Sophia Todaro from Sarah Ettinger doubles the lead for Virginia. Wahoo-wah, 2-0 with 16:37 left in period number 2. Ettinger had it in the slot, sent it in, redirected in front by Todaro, and the two captains combine on the goal. They'll call it out just to make sure, but I'm pretty sure it is Todaro. Off the draw. Cavs win it. Battaglia try to get it out of there.
UVA goal. Number 8, Sophia Todaro. From number 42, Sarah Ettinger.
Virginia brings it in. Again, Todaro off the shot. It was deflected and knocked down. Spitzer takes a shot that's blocked by Block. Or rather, Paisley. 3, not 9. Centering feed knocked away. Brady sends it out into neutral ice. Severs sends it forward. O'Day's going to pick it up. Gets it knocked away for a moment. Hoyas get it out of the zone, and they'll play in neutral ice. It's amazing. The whistle that we hear from the other rink is, I hear like it's right next to me, and the whistles on this rink, I don't hear at all. Some kind of confusing polar vortex that we're in. 15:24 left, period number 2. 2-0 Virginia. Cheers coming from the other side. Georgetown with one of their longest offensive zone pressures of the game. Virginia can't get it out. Buchanan gets it out. Has Battaglia. The defenseman will bear in. 1-on-1. Battaglia looking, takes a shot, glove down, and covered up by Basili. She was going to play it, but saw that Virginia was making a change and had a bunch of players at the ready to fly right in there and opted for the frozen puck. Buchanan on the dot. Devendorf in the slot. Rizzo on the near side wing. Poked away. Rizzo was trying to pick it off. Shot by Buchanan through traffic. Buchanan again. Kicked away with the right pad. There's going to be a penalty here, and I think Buchanan is going to the box for a trip. So Virginia will be short-handed for the first time as Avery Buchanan gets the tripping call with 14:40 left in the second period, and her Virginia Cavaliers leading 2-0. Up front to kill it will be Rizzo and Spitzer. On the back line, Severs and Volstad. My least favorite thing about these hockey rinks is the big netting that protects us from pucks that almost certainly would not be coming anywhere near anybody here. But they really take away the picture quality, and at times from the St. James here. I've filmed from ice level, but electing to do it from up top here. Sent away, Volstad has Rizzo. Rizzo was skated out to center. 1-on-3, she was going to dump it in. It hits one of the Virginia players. Rizzo picks it up again. Rizzo with Mack trying to battle it, and 1-on-5 in the offensive zone. Here's Volstad picking it up, has Rizzo with her, finds Rizzo. Rizzo tees it up, takes a shot, it goes wide. Volstad on the rebound, and it goes off the outside of the net. It pinched the net, but not from the inside, from the outside. Spitzer was trying to take a chance there. Hoyas are going to bring it in. Here's O'Day. O'Day looking to establish position, does the Gretzky curl, finds Mack. Mack takes a shot, kicked away by Cleary. Oh boy, and one of the Hoyas was right in front waiting for it. Eisenberg. She's at the back door now, but Holtz sees her there. Virginia kind of hanging on for dear life at the moment, and Cleary covers it up to get the whistle. 13:35 left. Clock's still running. They're not stopping the clock, and that's killing off a bunch of the penalty time. So Virginia is maybe benefiting from that a little bit here. Georgetown now up to 9 shots on goal, but 38 for the Wahoos. Virginia changes off 4. And off the draw, Sievers sent it forward for Ettinger. Knocked down in front. Eisenberg there alone, takes a shot, and Cleary got a piece of it with the edge of the glove. Eisenberg in behind the net, sends it toward the middle. Can't get it through traffic. Tadaro powers it out. 1-on-3. She's got the second goal of the game and made one of the biggest plays right there on the penalty kill, number 8. Tadaro with it, gains the line of center. Didn't need to do that because they're killing a penalty, but it's a good habit. 15 seconds left in the penalty kill for Virginia. Georgetown maybe trying to get one more rush out of it, and they do get it into the offensive zone. Power play about to expire. Oh, Mack was teeing up that gnarly wrist shot that she has, but she fanned on it. That expires the power play. Buchanan jumps toward the boards. Cleary leaves it loose in front. O'Day was trying to poke at it, and Sievers got in the way just in the nick of time for Cleary to cover it up and get the whistle. 12:31 left, period number 2. 2-0 Virginia, and they've killed off the first penalty of the game. They have not had a power play here in either of these games. Buchanan now, fresh legs after a little stint in the box. Battling to win the draw, and she really has to win it there. It's sent toward the net. Holtz picks it up, sends it up, and gets it out of the zone. Lynn sent it in. One of her teammates is offside, and now took a kind of a corkscrew spin there. Here comes Holtz. Rizzo shakes off a little interference. Holtz with the shot, and it almost found its way in. If it was a little bit more to the glove side, Allie Holtz might have put her name on the score sheet. Rizzo picks it up off the wall, but can't handle it as Mack knocked it down. Mack sends it out. This one is going to go wide. Volstad has to stay on her horse to make sure she clears the line for the icing, as Catherine Lynn was racing down there to put on the pressure. Whoever gets to the dot first, if you're the offensive team, you negate the icing. If you're the defensive team, then you clinch the icing. Buchanan on the dot. Devendorf in the slot. Volstad on the one-timer shot. Rebound. Kicked forward. Digging. Still digging. Buchanan's there. Oh, they blow the whistle. It was on Devendorf's stick. Or was that Ettinger? 42 or 43. Hard to see sometimes through the net. It's Ettinger. Ettinger was in front. And I'm knocking the camera all over the place, out of the way. Cannon trying to win the draw. Rizzo gets the stick lifted there. Almost a hook. Rizzo knocked it away from O'Day. Buchanan picks it up. Buchanan sends it for Rizzo. Rizzo looking. She's on the wall, fumbled it there. Looking for a move. Still looking. Has it still. Trying to get through Nemaskal. Takes it behind the net. Now looking maybe for Ettinger in front. Gives it to Volstad. Volstad with speed. Tries to chip it in front. But Basili saw it and caught on. Holtz looking for some room. Sent forward for Ettinger. Volstad knocked it down. Buchanan sends it for Rizzo. Rizzo looking for room. Has Ettinger with her. They spread apart. Buchanan tried to pick it up, but couldn't quite do it. And Eisenberg will send it out for Nemaskal. Nemaskal trying to see if she finds a shot on goal. Flipped it up a little too high. I get the idea. I think she was trying to fool Cleary with maybe a little flip shot there, but didn't get it quite anywhere near the net. Volstad looking for some room. Volstad kind of has the Hoyas dead-legged a little bit here. Volstad is going to try to take this to the house. Let's see if she can get there. Leaves it for Rizzo. Wrist shot, near side. I don't think it was going in. It's blockered away. Rizzo regains. Rizzo looking. Sends it for Volstad. A lot of mustard on that, but when you're sending it to someone who's on the Norwegian national lacrosse team, you'll just fling it anywhere and hope that she'll knock it down. Midway through the game, 10 minutes left in the second period. 2-0 Virginia, despite the 42-10 advantage in shots. Ettinger has Volstad coming down the middle, near side shot. Couldn't find the way. Buchanan spins and turns, and it goes just wide on the wrist shot. Todaro picks it up. Virginia changing and able to keep the puck in the offensive zone while they're changing in the period of the long change, but it's the period of the short change if you can keep changing when you have the puck in that side of the ice. Ettinger one-times it, directed in front. O'Day just got enough of Todaro to let her goalie see where it was coming from and maybe even get a piece of it. Hoya's bringing into the offensive zone, sent at the net. Might have handcuffed Cleary there for a moment, but Tess steers it aside. Italia off the boards, and this will be an icing unless that puck dies on its end. It's slowing down, but it still crosses the line. 9:03 left, period number 2. 2-0 Virginia. Shots now 43-11 for the Wahoos. Buchanan and Todaro. One in the first, one in the second. That is your scoring so far. Off the draw. Mack tries to fire it. Severs tries to pick it up as that shot didn't get through traffic. Backhand attempt. Knocked away. Catherine Lynn was down there for Georgetown. Spinning pass. Nobody in front. Mansfield had it for a moment. Todaro's going to break out 3-on-1. Gives it to Battaglia. They exchange there, not cleanly, but still not enough back. Battaglia's going to stay down there. She's a defenseman, but there's nothing stopping her from attacking, and Basili covers that one up with the blocker this time. .8:25 remaining, period number 2. 2-0 Virginia. Georgetown was able to... Here's Volstad with the one-timer off of one of the Hoyas. I think it was Carolyn Mann that took that one. The defensemen for Virginia are pinched in. Buchanan very good in the face-off dot. She's got Devendorf in the slot, or maybe it's Ettinger. It's hard to tell 43 and 42 from here. Holtz at the left point and Volstad at the right point. Near side wall, Volstad will try to get around one. She does it. She's got Rizzo in front. Volstad looking. Takes a shot. It goes just over the net. Ettinger picks it up, sends it cross ice for the sort of dump, but Nemaskal is going to pick it up, send it for Eisenberg bears down, takes a shot. It's blocked by Holtz and picked up by Holtz and sent off the boards. It was for Ettinger, but it goes to Buchanan. Rizzo's kind of behind the D there, but no clear shot for her teammates to get it to her. Eisenberg brings it in, takes a shot. It never gets there. Holtz redirected it, and it was about 9 inches or 12 a foot. 3/4 of a foot or a foot away from being directed into her own goal. Wasn't close, but maybe a little too close for comfort. And on the other end, with Addison Basili just being unconscious in goal, she's faced 45 shots and stopped 43 of them, and we have 7:20 left in the second period. One fluke goal or a good goal or a goal of any kind by Georgetown really changes this game. Sent through the middle. Battaglia has the Jets going. She's going to try to just go right past if she can turn the corner. She picks up the left skate, takes a shot, and it's covered by Basili. No rebound. She had Ettinger there and Tadaro as well. There's two schools of thought when you're trying to go around the defender. If you can get them to turn their inside hip to the outside, then you can cut in. Otherwise, you probably stay to the outside, and once that hip turned, Battaglia cut to the middle and found herself an open shot. But if Basili just doesn't give rebounds up, it's kind of academic almost at this point. Hoyas bring it out. They're hanging on. They're still in this game. Virginia can't put them away. They're throwing haymaker after haymaker. But Georgetown doing the rope-a-dope and hanging in. That one goes at net, and it's covered by Cleary. Heidi Paisley got that one at the goal. Didn't get a lot on it, but shot number 14 registered, and it also leads to an offensive zone faceoff. The 2-4s will take it. Lynn for Georgetown, Buchanan for Virginia. Sent through the middle, knocked down for a moment. There's a shot. Cleary was going one way, and she managed to get the pad down the other way to stop it and cover. Big save by Tess Cleary with 6:24 left in the second period. Georgetown sustaining some pressure here and yielding scoring chances as a result. Let's see if Virginia can turn it the other way. Rizzo picks that D-to-D pass off, and she will bring it in. She'll lead the charge here, has Buchanan with her trailing. Leaves it for Buchanan. Nifty pass, shot, and Buchanan gets denied by the blocker of Basili. O'Day up the near side wall. O'Day brings it in, gets to the dot, cuts to the middle. Backhand shot, save Cleary, and she covers up. Georgetown refusing to die here. We're getting some chances, and Cleary's had to be sharp. That probably was Georgetown's best chance. It didn't look maybe from here like O'Day had much of a shot, but she got a lot on it. There's a save by Cleary, and she kept the rebound far away enough. Battaglia skates over the wing on the left side, gets room to curl, now looking for somebody in the middle. Knocked down by a high stick by Ettinger, and that will take the face-off out of the zone. A high stick knockdown in the offensive zone leads to then a defensive zone face-off. A hand pass just, I believe, takes it outside of the zone. I always get them confused. Virginia gets it all the way down into the Georgetown end. Centering feed by Todaro to Ettinger. Can't connect. Spitzer has it. Spitzer tries to get it toward the middle, but only Hoya's there. Bunted, but not out as it's kept in at the right point by Sievers. Up the near side wall, Eisenberg gets it out, but gets it stolen. Virginia has Todaro to clear the zone, and she does on the delayed offside. Eisenberg with it. Eisenberg looking, takes a shot. Battaglia got a piece of it, and it went wide, out of danger. Chipped up and out. Here's Ettinger, has Todaro down the middle. Ettinger waiting. Shot into the glove by Basili. Grabs it, no rebound. Good defensive posture there. I think it was O'Day that was backing up. Played the pass and let the netminder handle the shot. Buchanan on the dot, Rizzo in the slot. Devendorf on the far side wing. Volstad at one point, but cheated all the way in. And Holtz at the other point. There's Allie with it now. Over to her defense partner, Suzanne Volstad. Now Luisa Rizzo picks it up, sends it forward, but can't get it all the way in. Had it in there for a moment, was trying to spring Volstad. Rizzo picks it up over to Volstad. Volstad will gain the line. Rizzo cuts down the middle. Rizzo draws the defender. Volstad, backhand shot. Save with the glove, maybe the heel of the glove by Basili. She's up to 46 or 47 saves. With 4 minutes left in the second period, and Virginia holding a 2-0 lead. Hoyas bring it in, send it cross ice. Centering feed. Paisley can't get it through. Here come the Cavaliers. It's Allie Holtz up the left wing. Allie Holtz turning the corner. Allie Holtz in front, takes a shot. Basili save. Again, no rebound. .342 left in the second period. 2-0 Virginia over Georgetown. Virginia in the signature orange, Georgetown in the dark blue. Off the draw, it goes to Battaglia at the point, sends it down low, hoping Ettinger can dig it out. Ettinger exchanges with Todaro. Todaro looks, sends it back behind the goal, and Spitzer picks it up on the other side, jumping in there to take it and steal it as Mack. Elizabeth Mack across one zone into two, finds too many orange jerseys there to get through. But that might be what it takes for Georgetown. One moment of brilliance can change this game completely. Virginia is just going to keep pounding pucks at Addison Basili and hope at some point that one of them, again, will go through. So far, two have made it. That is no icing. I have no idea why they would have waved that one off. There was pretty much no reason to wave it off. There's a loose puck, and here comes Battaglia. One to beat. She's going to try to turn the corner. Goes right up the middle. Battaglia handles, shoots. Right pad saved by Basili. Virginia now still in the second period and has as many shots already as they did for the entire game on Friday. Buchanan with it. Buchanan sends it at the net, but it's bunted down and taken away and sent down. It is going to be on net. Cleary handles it there for Sievers. Sievers grabs it, so that allowed Georgetown to change. They risked the icing, but when you can send it down accurately on net, that's one way to do it. And they tick it down to 2:10 left in the second period. Virginia with the puck, sending it forward. There's a giveaway, loose in front, backhand, Cleary with a right pad save. Oh boy, and here comes Rizzo, one to beat. Rizzo trying to get there, fights for the puck, couldn't do it. She was just a half step behind and couldn't make it up. O'Day comes in front, shot save with the mask by Cleary, and she covers it up. Shea O'Day had that one picked out. She was looking for the top shelf, and you could see the cage of Tess Cleary rattle and hear it from all the way up here with 94 seconds left in the second period. She holds on to the rebound. Off the draw, Volstad trying to get it going. Has Rizzo with her along with Ettinger. Volstad's going to try to take it all the way. Gets in, shot, shoulder shrug save with the right shoulder by Basili. Centering feed, Rizzo got the stick tied up there for a moment. Here come the Hoyas with 1:18 left in period 2. Eisenberg gets it taken away. Buchanan for Volstad. Here comes Volstad. She's got a trailer. It's Rizzo. Blind pass. Rizzo in front. Takes a shot and can't get it through the 5-hole. Oh my goodness, how did it not get through? 1:03 left period 2. An absolute blitz by Virginia. And the Georgetown goalie keeping it a game. They get it down low. Shot Basili. For once, she gave up a tiny little rebound, but covered it up before Todaro could pound at it. 52.5 seconds left, second period. Off the draw. Volstad is going to try to send it in. 3 Hoyas were there. Here's a potential breakaway. Namaskal. Holtz trying to get back. Wrist shot. Cleary is glad to see a shot come from that far away. Namaskal just wanted to make sure she got one on net for whatever she was doing to get forward, but she might have been able to get by if she could have held on to it longer. Volstad has a breakaway. She breaks in, makes a move, and it's another save by Basili. That's got to be at least 4, maybe 5 breakaways, and she stopped them all. 10 seconds left in the period. Todaro in front. Todaro couldn't tee it up. Was trying to get it from the backhand to the forehand. Might have had room. Period expires. And it's 2-0 Virginia after 2. Shots on goal in the period, 21 for Virginia, 13 for Georgetown. Game totals, absurd game totals of 53 for Virginia and 19 for Georgetown. The 19 is not absurd. That's actually a very good shot total, you know, for a normal day. Virginia, I think, had 49 shots on Friday, and Georgetown, I believe, in the Friday game had 30, and that was a 5-1 win by Virginia. With 4:29 left in the first period, Avery Buchanan broke the ice. That was the 29th shot of the game and the period at that time for Virginia from Suzanne Volstad. In the second period, with 16:37 left, Sophia Todaro from Sarah Ettinger, and that made it 2-0. The only penalty in the game was in the second period, Buchanan for tripping with 14:40 remaining. I would say at 14:40, but in hockey terminology, usually you do the countdown. So I could say at 5:20, and we could reverse it, but I think everybody gets the point. 2-0 after 2. On the schedule, Virginia had its game iced out against Virginia Tech. And that was supposed to happen the weekend previous to this. And that game has not yet been rescheduled. There's a game on the schedule at LaHaye in Lynchburg, Virginia, which is the home of Liberty University, but also where the Wahoos, for now at least, are playing their designated home games. And they were supposed to be playing Liberty in that game. But as a Liberty home game, I think there might have been some kind of scheduling conflict, so that one is either postponed or to be rescheduled or canceled. The next one after that would be in the divisional playoffs right back here at St. James the weekend of Friday, February 20th, I believe, 20th, 21st, maybe into the 22nd. So we're not sure of the next time RizzoVision will be bringing you University of Virginia Women's Club ice hockey, but in all likelihood, it will at least be playoff weekend and hopefully sometime in between. The teams get set for period number 3, 2-0 Virginia. The Wahoos will start it out with Buchanan at center, Rizzo on the left, Ettinger on the right. Todaro moves to defense, it looks like, for period 3. Underway, here's Rizzo bringing it in. Comes all the way down, takes a shot, shoveled it wide. Exchanges with Buchanan there for Ettinger behind the end line, looking for either Buchanan or Rizzo. Couldn't find either. It comes to the point, kept in for a moment by Todaro. Todaro having to hustle back, and this is Nemaskal with it. Todaro ties her up there. Georgetown still has it in the offensive zone. It's battled for by Buchanan. Chip to Ettinger. Was trying to get Rizzo sprung, but O'Day was back at safety. Here's Shea O'Day bearing down on Todaro. Takes a shot, Cleary with one save, and covers it up before there could be a second. 19:13 left in period number 3, 2-0 Virginia. Georgetown hanging tough with an absolutely astounding effort by Addison Basile in goal. Off the draw, Volstad banks it off the wall for herself. Volstad's going to chip it off the wall again for herself. Volstad's going to break in, has Devendorf coming down the middle. Volstad 2 to beat. Devendorf, oh, had it. She just overskated it. Devendorf, if she could have gotten a stick on it, would have had a clear shot. Volstad picks it up. Gets through one. Devendorf gets in front. She's drawing no attention. Now draws one defender. Hoyas are a little bunched up there, but that puck comes all the way out between the points, and Sievers fields it like a center fielder. Sievers lost it there. Trying to turn the corner and bring it in was Lynn. She got it there, but can't maintain it. Battaglia trying to get the wheels going, looking for Spitzer. A little too strong, but gets it out of the net. Volstad's going to pick this one off. Try to march down Broadway. Swings wide. Gets in. Shot off the mask. Rebound picked up by Georgetown. Giveaway right in front. Rizzo with the fire and a right pad save. Loose in front. Kicked away, literally, I think, by Mack. Battaglia steers it away. Mack is like on a mission over there, looking to hit or do something. Rizzo gets the line of center and dumps it in. She'll be the first one to chase as the rest of her teammates chase behind. Change, maybe. Ettinger tries to knock that one away. Buchanan's out there now. Todaro at the point, sends it for Buchanan. Buchanan trying to shovel it for Rizzo. All the defenders had drawn into one spot, and if Rizzo could have gotten it, she would have been behind all of them with another good chance. She's had a breakaway thus far. Rizzo has it now, takes her time, looking to get somebody coming down the middle. Oh, almost had Buchanan reaching forward. They're going to probably need that kind of goal here. Centering feed, Rizzo got tied up in front. Here's Holtz, sends it down low, batted away. Max staying out there. She smacked it away and didn't try to pursue. Here's Rizzo trying to get behind the D. Rizzo bears down, takes a shot. Rebound kicked out for Ettinger, but it bounced just a little bit out of her reach. 16:40 left, period number 3. 2-0 Virginia. They're banging on the door. They've cracked it open a little bit, but they're looking to bang it down. Centering feed in front. Now Georgetown is trying to figure out a way that they can get one of those goals that might change the complexion of the game. And the way they're going to try to do it is maybe have Lily Eisenberg or somebody else kind of hang and see if they can get behind the defense. Big collision over there. Both players will get up. Incidental contact. Spitzer has a break. She's got Volstad with her. Sends Volstad in. Volstad shot. Kicked away by Basili, and the puck goes into the netting above the high glass behind the net. Whistle stops play. 50:53 left, period 3. 2-0 Virginia. $57-20 the shots. Georgetown will not go quietly into that cold Springfield night. Centering feed can't connect. Here comes O'Day on a 2-on-1 with Eisenberg. Sends it but can't complete it. Eisenberg picks it up. Gets a little trouble. O'Day's in front, takes a shot, and she scores! And just like that, Georgetown gets the play they've been dying for, and they make it a 2-1 game with 50:30 left. Shea O'Day from Lily Eisenberg. So for all of their efforts, Virginia now with just a 1-goal lead. Let's see if they can counter-strike. They have a 57-21 edge in shots, but just a 2-1 lead on the scoreboard. If they don't concede another one, 2 will be enough. They'd like to not make that the case. Here comes O'Day, number 12. She just scored. Takes a shot. Cleary stops it and covers it. Holtz pushes O'Day away. And the intensity picks up. 15:03 left in the third. Buchanan tries to chip it away. Will take it behind her own net. Looking for some room. Will come right up the middle. Send it for Ettinger. Ettinger has Rizzo with her. And there's Buchanan. They call the offside. Oh, it looked like Avery was in. I have a replay sort of in front of me. I'm going to see. Let's see. I'm looking at it now. Yeah, it looked like Buchanan was corralling the puck on the line, but it was close. And again, this is Volstad brings it in, gets down low, takes a shot, and she scores! Suzanne Volstad drops the Lillehammer, and Virginia restores the 2-goal lead. It's 3-1 with 14:29 left in the third. Volstad cruised in, got down low, and was able to roof a shot over the ceiling.
I'm sorry. Georgetown goal at 15:30 by Shea O'Day, assisted by Lily Eisenberg. UVA goal at 14:29, unassisted by Suzanne Volstad.
Volstad brings it in now. Getting in down low again, same spot. This time she whiffed on it. Or maybe Caroline Mann got a piece of it, or got a piece of her. Virginia back to the 3-1 lead. Here's Battaglia in front. What a save by Basili. Here come the Hoyas. Eisenberg has Nemiskal with her. Eisenberg looking, takes a shot. Might have had some room up top. Not sure if Cleary got a piece or if it went wide. Volstad again. Volstad one to beat. Trying to turn the corner. Gets in, takes a shot. Basili with a save. Rebound is there. Volstad trying to chip it away. Volstad in front, backhand, and another save. Sievers keeps it in at the point. Sievers Sends it for Rizzo. Rizzo, neat blind backhand for Severs, who sends it back in, and Viv goes off for a change. Volstad down low, in front for Ettinger. Eisenberg picks it up, and Holtz got a piece of it. Battaglia, rather Ettinger was looking for Rizzo coming down the middle. That one's not going to be icing as Tadaro got a piece of it. Volstad, I think, and Tadaro switched positions. Volstad moved up to forward, and that made a difference here so far, I think. Rizzo with it, with a lot of room, tees it up, missed it, sent it back down into the mixer, and Holtz sends it down low. Rizzo picks it up again, takes a shot into the mixer, loose in front, they pound at it, Buchanan's there, can't get it in. Vasily covers up. 3-1 Virginia, 12:35 left, period number 3. 61 shots for the Wahoos to 23. That's the storyline here. And another part of the storyline is Addison Vasily, the Georgetown netminder, who's been absolutely unconscious. This game should have maybe double digits in the scorebook for Virginia. And Shea O'Day got Georgetown within 2-1 earlier in the period, but Suzanne Volstad was able to counter-strike and restore the 2-goal lead. Near side wall, they battle it out. Holtz taking her time, looking for some room. Ettinger and O'Day battle for their respective clubs. Sent in. Georgetown has to clear the lane, and they do. Buchanan was trying to get all the way through. They just ping-pong it in that area, kind of just where you don't get such a good look here from our perch. Here's Ettinger, leaves it for Tadaro. Tadaro will turn the corner on the far side, send it for Buchanan, a little strong. It'll serve as a dump in. Rizzo tried to get a piece. Buchanan eventually does get it. Buchanan shot it off of Rizzo. Rizzo didn't know where it was, so she sends it below the end line. 11:20 left in the third period. From the St. James in Springfield, Virginia, it's been an interesting one. Centering feed by Rizzo, looking for Buchanan. Tadaro will tee it up, can't get it through the mixer. There were 4 Georgetown players blocking the lane. Here come the Hoyas, bringing it in and looking, sent at Cleary. It wasn't going on net, but Tess had come out to cut off the angle and used the right pad to shush it away. Ettinger goes forward with it, was trying to get it for Buchanan. Rizzo goes offside as Buchanan couldn't catch up. They'll change anyway, so sometimes those whistles are not the worst thing. They allow for clean and easy change and a little bit of a breather for a couple of teams that are playing with short benches. Volstad wins the draw. Severs sent it forward but couldn't get it in. Devendorf tries to power it forward. Eisenberg is going to get it into the zone for the Hoyas. Georgetown playing it there. Teammate pushes their own teammate down, but Georgetown emerges with it, fanned on the shot. Elizabeth Mack, there's one that Cleary kicks away. 10:10 left in the third period, 3-1 Virginia. Sent up just past Volstad's reach. Volstad steals it. She's gonna have another lone shot here. Bears down, takes a shot, and she scores! Suzanne Volstad drops the hammer, the Lillehammer, for the second time in the period, and Virginia pushes the lead to 4-1 with 9:56 remaining. Volstad picked up the loose puck. Georgetown is pressing forward, knowing they need to get pucks into the net, and Coach Mike Cleary running the bench tonight, switching Volstad and Tadaro from defense to forward. The third period has worked.
unassisted.
Volstad unassisted. Here come the Hoyas. O'Day takes a shot. It was blocked by, I think, Battaglia, maybe Severs. Severs picks it up. Exchanges quickly. Viv looking for some room. Bunts it forward for Battaglia. Battaglia trying to turn the corner. Sam had it, lost it, had it, lost it. Lynn with it. Looking for the middle. Oh, Volstad almost picked it off. Hoyas get it up and out, chipped forward by Battaglia. She'll have room to dump it in if she can, but Lynn knocked it down. Ettinger picks it up, has a little bit of room and has Volstad. Ettinger tried a sharp angle shot. It didn't find the net, but Holtz will pick it up at the point. Volstad skates off for a change. Buchanan has to wait for her. And Virginia keeps the puck in the offensive zone. Rizzo bears down. And I think there's a fight going on at the other rink or something. I hear a lot of whistles, but they play on over here. So if you're picking that up, here's Rizzo into the slot, takes a shot, and it's gloved down and held by Basile. I'm gonna walk over at the other rink and take a look. Some tempers flaring over there, but everything seems to be under control. Off the draw, brought up and out. It's a 3-on-1 for Georgetown, but Holtz just watches that puck trickle past the reach of Nemaskal, steps up and smacks it away. Buchanan down low looking for Ettinger, turns and fires, but it goes wide. Coming down to the 8-minute mark, Virginia up 4-1 on Georgetown, trying to finish off the weekend sweep. Buchanan to Rizzo. Rizzo tees it up, takes a shot, and she scores! Bar down, Luisa Rizzo! That makes it 5-1 for Virginia with 7:48 left. An absolute snipe shot from Luisa Rizzo, her third in 2 games since joining the club. Rizzo and Buchanan making a good team right there. And after it being a nail biter here in the third, Virginia has pushed back and gotten it to where they had it Friday night. 5-1 on Friday, 5-1 lead here, 7:38 left
UVA
to finish it off.
Scored by number 33, Luisa Rizzo, with an assist from number 4, Avery Buchanan. Second assist, Sarah Ettinger.
Ettinger with the assist along with Buchanan on the goal by Rizzo. Off the draw. O'Day picks it up, tries to center it. Volstad knocks it down. Battaglia picks it up. Sam's going to try to chip it off the boards to herself. Gets through one more to beat. Can't do it. Just had to lose the handle there for a little bit too long. Chipped forward, but to no avail. As Mack was trying to spring Eisenberg, but Volstad, ever present with it. Takes it all the way in. Backhander off the post. Rebound. Basile knocks it away. If you hit the post and the goalie doesn't touch it, it's actually not a shot on goal. Eisenberg with it. Spitzer just pushes her right off. Volstad chipped it out of the zone, making the Hoyas regroup. They clear the zone before bringing it in, and there's a bunch of Georgetown players all mixed up. Mack takes a shot. Cleary got a piece of it with the blocker. 6:18 left in the third. Virginia has persevered through one of the most outstanding goaltending clinics by their opposition, Addison Basile. And they've pushed it to 5-1 here. Here come the Wahoos. Battaglia looking for Ettinger, can't get through. Virginia attacked with 2 as they were changing behind the play. Georgetown will bring it into the offensive zone. Shot, Cleary grabs it, didn't know where it was for a moment, and then just kind of stayed her ground and drew the whistle. 5:37 left, period number 3, 5-1 Virginia over Georgetown. Ettinger looking for Rizzo. Rizzo might have had a break. She still might have one. Sends it for Buchanan. Oh, just a little too strong. Hoyas bring it up and out. I don't think this will be an icing. It's not going to have enough juice to get over the line. So it kind of works as a decent enough dump in for Georgetown. Todaro is there. She's not getting much pressure. Waits and waits, draws the defender, waits for Rizzo to get it and tip it to Buchanan. And now they're going to try to send Ettinger in. Ettinger has Rizzo with her. Ettinger tees it up, sends it wide. It comes out the other side. A little too strong for Rizzo, but 33 tracks it down. Collision's over there, but Virginia maintains possession in the offensive zone. They play with it along the boards, trying to get it to the point. Buchanan decides otherwise. Buchanan looking for some room, finds Holtz. Allie Holtz tees it up, didn't get a lot on it, but got enough to get it through, and it's picked up by Ettinger. Rizzo has it behind the net, chips it in front of Buchanan, one-timer, and a left pad save by Basile. Holtz into the mixer, redirected off a Georgetown stick. Rizzo picks it up behind the net, looking for Buchanan, sends it through a host of players of all different colored jerseys. Virginia still with it down low. Rizzo's going to win that 50-50 puck, at least for a moment. Buchanan there to help. Rizzo off the wall to Buchanan, sends it in front. Ettinger shot, goes just wide, picks it up off the back of the netting. Rizzo sends it through the middle for Holtz to eventually pick it up. Holtz through the mixer and off of the shin pad of Paisley. It's a blue shin pad. It's not Paisley colored, but it belongs to Paisley. Heidi Paisley. Virginia now has 3:33 left, pounding at it in front. Basile can't cover. Here's now a net knocked off, and I think that's why they blew the whistle. And the Hoyas are awfully glad to have had that. If they deem it was knocked off by a Virginia player, they would bring the face-off outside of the zone. If they deemed it was knocked off by a Georgetown player on purpose, it would be a penalty. And if it was deemed incidentally knocked off, then this is what happens, an offensive zone face-off. Spitzer centered it, but didn't have anybody there. Here comes O'Day, trying to get her team back close. Takes a shot at handcuff Cleary, but she got enough of it to steer it aside. O'Day comes marching right in. One shot, two shot. Cleary saves both. Tries the wraparound, but finds Spitzer and Sievers and Volstad there for Virginia to keep it away. Coming to the point, kept in by Mann, sends it back down low. Sievers is going to try to battle O'Day. O'Day tried to center it for Nemaskal. Sievers sells out to get it out of the zone. Spitzer takes a defensive posture, and so does Volstad there. O'Day grabs it on the long pass, trying to get through, gets by Sievers, gets a shot off, but Cleary got the pad on it, and Battaglia interrupted her progress. So another chance here for Georgetown, and Cleary comes up with a few saves. Hoya is now up to 29 shots, which is with 2:38 left, one short of what they had on Friday night. Virginia with 70. And only 5 goals, so that's 65 saves for Addison Basile. Here's Rizzo. She's got another breakaway. Fires it wide. Mack did come back and maybe forced the shot a little early. And here come the Hoyas, 3-on-1 the other way. Volstad protecting, gets a shot off, rather. Holtz was back there, and she cleared it away after the save by Cleary. Sent through the middle. Rizzo and Ettinger will break in 2-on-1 against Mack. Rizzo looking, tees it up, shot. Oh, it's knocked away with the glove. That should not be a hand pass because it's in the defensive zone. I don't know. Maybe I don't know the ACHA level rules, but a hand pass in the defensive zone I thought was allowed. Maybe that's just the NHL. Buchanan on the dot, Rizzo in the slot. Ettinger on the other wing. Ettinger picks it up between the points. Ettinger battling for it, takes a shot off of his shin pad. It comes back to Holtz, who sends it back all the way down. Mack will pick it up for Georgetown. Has a little room, trying to get the legs moving, whatever's left of them. At this point, she's been out there an awful lot and played every minute of it with a lot of heart and grit. Credit to both of these teams without big benches here. Fanned on the shot, and here they go the other way. Holtz breaking in with Rizzo. Holtz will try to turn the corner, sends it for Rizzo, backhander on the one time. What a save by Basili. That of all of them is somehow maybe one of her best. She had to go all the way across. It was a great pass. Rizzo got a lot on it with the backhand. You don't need to get much on it. And she got quite enough on it. And Basili threw the right pad out. Final minute of play here. 5-1 Virginia. They're going to have this one in the win column. And we'll just see if it's by the identical score to Friday night. Which right now it is. Probably the final shift of the game. Volstad wins the draw back. Spitzer battles for it on the far boards, waiting for it to pop out. Hoya is now still on the attack there. Devendorf will be over there, couldn't corral it. It's knocked out of the zone. Now Georgetown brings it in. Spitzer took a spill, kind of corkscrewed her skate there, and recovers to grab the puck and bring it into the offensive zone. Volstad got a piece of it. Severs with it now. 18 seconds left. Virginia still playing it hard right till the end. 10 seconds. Georgetown maybe going to try for one final rush to get it out of the zone. That one will do it as the final 4 seconds tick off. And the final buzzer sounds, and the Virginia Wahoos have come into St. James and swept a 2-game series from the Georgetown Hoyas. 5-1 the final score on both of these evenings. Final shots for the third period. 18 for Virginia, 12 for Georgetown, for game totals of 71-31. And sometimes we watch the shot clock and we see like, well, that is a generous shot total, but those were all legit. It's not an exaggeration. And Addison Basili, I had her as Amelia Scott on Friday night, and I regret that because she played absolutely brilliantly in this game and really did make it a game because Virginia was much the best, but 5-1, a competitive game, even more so. And there's a fake fight between teammates. Pretty good one. Good sell right there by Allie Holtz and Avery Buchanan. No cookie for you, Avery. You were too short, but Buchanan with a penalty, not a fighting penalty, but a goal and an assist. So not quite a Gordie Howe hat trick, but a good game all around for number 4, Avery Buchanan. And for the rest of the Virginia Wahoos. Scoring summary once again. Buchanan started it off with 4:29 left in the first from Volstad to make it 1-0. Then it was Sofia Todaro with 16:37 left in the second period from Sarah Ettinger. Shea O'Day got the Hoyas back within one to tighten it up with 50:30 left in the third from Lily Eisenberg, but then Suzanne Volstad with a minute one later and another one midway through the third period to push it to 4-1. And as she did on Friday night, Luisa Rizzo capped off the scoring with her third goal in 2 games as a Virginia Wahoo with 7:48 left. Buchanan and Ettinger on the assists. Volstad's goals both unassisted. So that will do it from the St. James Iceplex in Springfield, Virginia. We will be back here in, I guess, about 3 weeks' time for the playoffs, and hopefully maybe with a game or two in between. But if not, well, then we will see you in February as you watch some of the Hoyas frolic around as we close this one out. Special thanks to Debbie Rizzo doing stats and keeping score here today, a huge help. And Dominic and Xavier Rizzo helping out also over the weekend and getting to see their sister play her first games in a Virginia uniform, at least her first official ones. For now, we will sign off, and we thank you for all of your support over the years if you've been with us, and for our new family here at the University of Virginia, so welcoming to us right from the start. A great experience. One more time, Virginia wins it 5-1 over Georgetown. Signing off from St. James in Springfield, Virginia, this is Joe Rizzo. Thanks for watching. Virginia Wahoos women's hockey on RizzoVision. And hello to all those Rizzos back in the north.